What's going on, everyone? It's Mike back again. And this is your daily transfer video. I mean, fucking hell, man. There's always content on the Blue Boys network these days. Always content. Everton might not have a game, but you will see this beautiful ginger leprechaun in front of you all. A man that's looking slightly Viking these days with his big ginger beard and a lot of hair on top. Anyway, let's talk about transfer rumours. And Everton have been linked with Everton. £16 million deal for the, where's he at? Benfica lad. He's a lad that I remember when I used to be up to like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. I Googled Everton. Usually in the transfer window, his games would be at like the time I was Googling him. So I remembered it. Don't get me wrong, like, I didn't know who he was, but I knew he was called Everton. And he used to play in Gramero in, I think it was, well, South America, but I don't know where. Good player, skillful, ability to beat a man, can score goals, can do everything that Everton probably need right now. And Everton have been linked with a move for him. This isn't the first time we've been linked. I think we were linked when he signed over there for 23 million. I think we were linked with him then as well. But look, we need a winger. We need some pace. We need someone who can rip someone's a new arsehole. And he definitely fits that bill. Other players that Everton have been linked with, which is, you know, who would have guessed? Let's get the rubbish ones out of the way. Aaron Ramsey. He went to Juve in 2019, I think it was. And it's not working. It's not working. I don't think he's playing much. But he's on £400,000 a week. And I can categorically tell you now, we ain't paying that. So you can park that one. Everton do need a midfielder. But do we need an Aaron Ramsey type midfielder? I would argue no. I would argue no, we don't. I'm not saying he's not a good player, but for £400,000 a week, even if he takes a pay cut, I'm still not feeling it. Anything above an 8, a 7. I mean, we need to stop spending so much money on wages, so I'm not feeling that. But yeah, Aaron Ramsey again, as always. Donny van de Beek. Everton apparently approached Manchester United in August in hope that we could lure the Dutchman to Goodison Park in a deal that would be suspected to be a loan with an option to buy for around £25 million. And I think this one might have legs. You know, Everton clearly need a midfielder. He can do the job. I don't think he earns anywhere near as much as an Aaron Ramsey, say. And, you know, he wants to play football. He's got a point to prove. He kind of ticks all of the boxes that Rafa Benitez, whether you like him or not, wants. You know, someone who is prepared to get stuck in, someone who's got a point to prove, someone who's prepared to work hard for the side. He fits that box. You know, I remember he scored this season on his Man United. Did he score in Ollie's last game? He did, didn't he? You know, the irony of that. So, you know, he's a player that I've actually got zero issue with signing, Donny van de Beek. I feel like it's not something that worries me, if you get what I mean. I feel like he could fit the bill. We just don't know. We haven't seen enough of him, but we you know, I have concerns whenever we sign players, and I've said this before. When we signed Davy Klaassen, was highly respected in Europe. You know, he was the Ajax captain at 22, 23 years old. Played in the Europa League final and the Champions League with Ajax at different stages. He comes to Everton, he doesn't cut it, doesn't even get close. Donny van de Beek may well be the same, but I feel like Everton at this point, we're not going to go down. I think that's obvious. There's a lot worse teams than us. But equally, we're not going to be challenging the top 6 or Europe. If we need to experiment a little bit, now is probably the time to do it, because I just don't think we're going to go down. So, you know, bringing Donny van de Beek in might not be a bad option. I mean, I don't know, but let me know your opinions. Give me your thoughts in the comments, and like and of course subscribe to the video, because that would be tremendous. Everton have also today, this one's mad, Everton have been linked with a sensational return of Ross Barkley. And I am telling you this for free. Although I feel like he would get in the Everton team, I can't stand him. How you turn down a move to Chelsea for 35 million just to sit on the bench and be injured, for him to then be sold in January for 15 is a fucking disgrace. And I am telling you, I want him nowhere near our football team. I've got no doubt he could get in the team. I've got none. Zero. Ball carrying midfielder. Probably exactly what we need. Somebody who's prepared to pull the trigger from 20 yards. He's got it. I don't want him anywhere near that football team. Like, nah! Nah! Ross, if you watch this, nah! Don't bother. Do not bother. I'm not interested. And look, there'll be loads of Everton fans that would forgive you. There'll be subscribers on the channel going, Mike, you don't know what you're talking about. The way you left our football club was by far worse than David Moyes, Wayne Rooney. It was horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. So Ross Barkley, nah, mate, I don't care if we've been linked with you. I know your stats. I know how you play football. I'm all right. I am all right, mate. Anyway, let's go to the next one. Stefan van der Veer. Obviously, he has been linked with us several times. Moved to Italy for a decent price tag. A defender that's had his injury issues can play. He's 29 years old. He's not young now. He's got a rick in him. Let's put it like that. He's definitely got an injury in him. And that's my concern. You know, do we want to go and get another Yerry Mina, potentially someone who's going to be injured? I don't know. I don't know if you guys think I'm being harsh on him or you rate him highly or not. But for me, I think there's better alternatives out there. But we have been linked with him. You know, he's done a decent job at Inter Milan at the San Siro over the years. But yeah, I'm not begging for it. You know, if we're going to go and bring in a centre back to replace Yerry Mina, again, no issues with it, because we need to replace Mason Holgate as well. But I don't feel like he's the answer personally. I just don't. And if we're being linked with, you know, if we're being linked with him, we'll probably be linked with Phil Jones at some point. So yeah, and the other one, who was the other one? Who's the other one? That's Chris Smalling. We'll be linked with him as well. We're linked with him every year. Oh, and Marcus Rojo. We'll be linked with him as well. But I mean, it's literally the same names over and over again, and it's ridiculous. Aaron Ramsey to Everton's been happening for about 4.5 years. Him and Mylolenko are in a chipper. They're in hot walk. Everton have also been linked with, and this one's just not happening. It's just not happening. Ivan Toney. Now, I don't know what sort of lazy journalism you lot want, but that isn't happening. The odds are mad. 16-1. Everton probably aren't going to sign another striker. Like, they're not. What's the point? Until they get rid of players like Cenk Tosun, I don't see another striker coming in. Calvert-Lewin's there. Richarlison's there. Ellis Sims has now signed a deal. We're hoping that Dobbin signs a new deal. Why would Everton waste money? Mind you, I say that, but we've gone and signed a left-back. And that's some breaking news, that is, by the way, apparently. Well, up until about an hour and a half ago. Fabrizio Romano comes out and says it is a done deal. Everton have signed Vitaly Mylolenko, something like that, for €22 million, about £18 million, because we need a left back, not a right back. No, let's leave the right back again. We need a left back because a French international isn't good enough and doesn't want to play for our football club. Or does he? I don't know. I don't know. You know. I don't know. But anyway, that deal is apparently done, and we are just waiting for the official confirmation to say he's in a blue shirt. And look, this is a dream move for the lad. This is a pay cut on Everton's wages, no doubt. Luca Dean was on about 90 grand a week, I think it was. This guy's going to be on probably 40, 45. Decent pay rise for a 22-year-old. But it's Luca Dean, man. French international. I don't get it. I don't understand what's happened. I don't understand how it's gone from being, we love him, we sing his name, you know, we love him. Can't defend, like, but we've known that for a while. Me and John have been saying it on this channel for 2 years that Luca Dean going forward, fantastic defending. Woohoo! Horrendous. So we are where we are. This is a slightly hyper video. I don't know why. I've drank too much coffee, I think, today. But nevertheless, Everton have signed a player today, it looks like, just waiting for official confirmation. We've been linked with several names, all of which are pointless in my opinion. Bar maybe Donny van der Beek. I could see that. I could see Van der Beek join Everton. If I was a betting man, I'd say we signed a left-back because Luca Dean appears to be going. And by the way, I suspect that'll be Chelsea because they need a left-back. Marcus Alonso, he's poor. And Luca Dean will have all of his qualities on display for Chelsea going forward. They don't need to worry about defending. I mean, Conte doesn't need to worry about defending. They play 3-5-2, don't they? Luca Dean can practically be a winger. He'll be fantastic at Chelsea. So yeah, that's where my money is. So yeah, look, it is what it is. I'm rambling now, aren't I? I'm rambling. What's the time? 6:15. I'm going to leave it there. Have a fantastic Monday night. It's been a pleasure as always. Been an absolute pleasure. I even changed my top today to a newer one because I was wearing the orange top layer from about 8 years ago. Just because I am. But yeah, Everton. Oh, big news! Big news! David Weir! I knew there was something I was forgetting. David Weir is back at Everton Football Club in their development role. Now, this sounds like it's the sort of job I wanted someone to do for our wingers, i.e. Alex Iwobi. So, maybe he's coming in to develop the defence, support Ben Godfrey, and teaching him the other basics. Because there's no one else in our Everton team that can teach Ben Godfrey. Michael Keane's not good enough. Yuri Mina's probably injured. Mason Holgate should be at Brighton. And Jared Branthwaite is too young to be teaching Ben Godfrey. My hope in time is that our centre-back pairing is Ben Godfrey and Jared Bowen. That would be... Jared Bowen, my God, he'd have to move. Jared Branthwaite, because them two would be imperious. Then we've got a young lad, Vitaly Mylolenko, on the left-hand side, who, trust me, gives no shits. And I'm only gathering that from YouTube, but he gives no shits. We're going with that. And then a right-back in Seamus Coleman. Because we won't sign a right-back. We won't. Why fucking bother, eh? Seamus Coleman be playing till he's 84. But no, all jokes aside. Getting a right-back as well. That's a very young, dynamic, quick back line. And I'm all for that. I'm absolutely all for that. So, yeah, let's see. Let's see where we are. Let's see. Let's go and get a right back. Let's bring back Toney. He's playing now. 10th division in France. Brilliant. Other news. Umanias is playing in the 10th division in English football, or he's training with them. Honestly, it's horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. How did we buy him for 13.5 million? Fucking hell. But yeah, apart from that, have a splendid evening. And I've gone on far too long this evening. Far too long. See you soon.